Alright, I was going to show you a little bit more about my little winch that I've got that fits on the back of my Polaris. I hadn't got it installed right now. I got my little seed distributor. I'm about to do some seed. But I initially was going to put it up here. But when you tilt the bed down, I just didn't like the way that design was going to be. So it may work beautiful, but I know you can buy the brackets that go across. But I saw one where they used this hole and this hole here. And pulling this way, it's like standing on a 2x6. If you stand on it flat like this, it's going to bend. If you turn it up on its edge, it's got a lot more structural stability. And so I like that. The design is for the winch to pull this way, and it's much stronger. These Polaris beds, now some of the other side-by-sides are more rigid beds. This is a lot more plastic in this one. So you got to be careful where you're going to pull and mount a winch. So I've got another video that shows the winch installed on the side-by-side and me working it, but I wanted to show you how I built it. This is it over here on my little table. But this is my cord that I used to plug, and this is just a standard Badland little 2500 winch. Got it Harbor Freight. It's a little like a circuit breaker, or I think basically it's just a little fuse in there. And then you've got your plug for your winch to plug into the cable. And this particular winch comes with a wireless remote, which is probably what I'll use more than anything. But if the battery goes dead, I can always use the wired version. And this is just a little piece of plywood. And this is some kind of rubber thing that I don't even know what that is, but I drilled it out to make it fit. So it puts a little tension in there and keeps it from going up. But anyway, these are just some old cheap little handles that I had laying around. I put that in there. And this is all wood. I'm going to flip this over a little bit so you can kind of get an idea what I was working with here. All this is a 2x4 and a 2x6. That would give me enough room to do what I needed to do. I took a long bolt. I can't remember. I don't know if it's 1/2 inch bolt or maybe 3/8. I don't know. Either way, it's just a long bolt, and that's a piece of PVC pipe. It's kind of dirty. It's been out there in my pipe rack, I got a long bolt with kind of like a little flared washer on the end, fender washer that's the same size as the PVC. But this fits down in my holes on my side-by-side perfect. It's a pretty snug fit. Now this is a little bit loose. Not much, but it's a little bit loose, and I don't mind that too bad, because see, I wanted that so it lines up a little better in the holes on the side-by-side. If you don't get those perfect, if you don't drill them perfect, you want a little slack. It's not going to hurt, because the weight, you're not pulling up, you're pulling out. All right, let me see if I can set this back over. Okay. All right. It's a little heavy, Sorry, I had to set that down a minute to open this bag. Couldn't do that with one hand. But I got this bag, it's bolted down, it's secure. In here, of course, you got your wired winch. And this is just a tether. And to me, I use this to... the only reason I built this and I wanted it is so I could pull a deer up. Now, it's untested. I haven't tried it with a deer yet, but I think the theory is there, but I'm going to wrap this around the deer, probably right behind the front legs, the chest area, cinch it down, and then use this tethered to my hook. You know, I'll freewheel it, pull my cable out, get it to my deer, hook it to here, use my remote, and yeah, there it is. You got this little deal in there. You can, in other words, I can walk and kind of help it. You know, I'm getting old. It's hard for me to pick up a 100-pound deer, but you know, if you get lucky and kill a 200-pound deer, I ain't getting it in the side-by-side by myself. It just work you to death. It gets me where I don't even want to shoot one because it's too hard to load. So anyway, I'm hoping this is going to work. I've got another video of this on my side-by-side mounted, and you know, it's a little heavy. I mean, it's like 55 inches wide, and it's a 2x4 and a 2x6 and a winch, and you know, so I mean, I do it by myself. I'm an old man, and I can pick this up. I got those little handles right here. I got one there, one there. I can pick it up. Now I can't do it right now because I got my fertilizer distributor on there, but I tilt that bed back and I just walk right up to it. It's easy to install, easier than you would think. So I know you can buy these. You can buy these brackets, you know, that's made. A lot of ATV supply houses have these, but I kind of enjoy doing this. I built it myself, and basically the only money I'm out on this whole thing is the winch. I had everything else, you know, at my shop, and was able just to spend a little time out here in my shop, listening to radio. Me and old Hank there built this in one afternoon, and I just enjoy doing that kind of stuff. So this is not a bad day, and I had fun doing it, and it worked good for me. I think I've not, like I say, it's untested on a deer, but I have kind of stretched the cable, hooked it up, and I'm with the side-by-side in neutral, and this on the winch. It'll pull it all over the yard. You know, hook that cable to a tree, and it'll pull that thing everywhere. You know, it works. It don't just pull out of the holes, and nothing bends or breaks. Or so, I think it'll work good on a deer. So we'll see. And if I get lucky this fall, especially during bow season, get me a doe, I will post another video of how it actually works on a deer. But anyway, for now,